Good morning, friend. My name is Lukman Khan, and today I am explaining a wonderful topic about the mysteries of the grand theory of cold and heat waves, which is invented by Muhammad Lukman Khan. The nickname is Lucy Lukman. This is the final video about the whole concept explanation about the mysteries of the grand theory of cold and heat waves. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Now, talking about the abstract of the project. As we have seen that there is always increasing in solar heat in upcoming season due to increase in global warming and poisonous gases in air. Also, sometimes the fire catches in forests due to this problem. There is miseffect in wildlife. Also, sometimes drought happen in the crop field areas due to the lack of irrigation. So, we have made a plan regarding this problem. I have made a model of autonomous drones used to reduce summer heat, crop protection, and wildlife preservation. There are seven methods of reducing solar heat, like one of those of used by solar panel, 360-degree rotation, carbon composite satellite reflector, autonomous drone cold water shower, stainless steel mirror reflection, weather loop code, and AI-based invisible climate geoshield, in which the most shortcut and good method is weather loop code and AI-based climate geoshield. So let's go to the upcoming slide to listen this. Our lecture. Now talking about the motivation behind this project. As I have observed every day, the summer temperature is increasing year to year. I observed that both winter and summer is too much cold and too much hot. Also, air quality index is normal most of the region. So I have decided to make a plan to maintain the temperature so that no skin disease happen to anyone. Also, we have seen that there is a rough happen in the crop field and wildlife fear from fire. So that's why I have decided to make a plan regarding this problem. So we are making refraction method like 360-degree satellite based refraction method because we know that the sun is at aphelion in summer, so that the direct rays are coming inside the atmosphere in summer. So we have made a plan like 360-degree rotation, black transparent mirror based model you have seen in a figure. We have easily tracked the location by location sensor and do the process. And I have made a plan like AI based weather loop code and climate geoshield like manage temperature in a suitable range and whole coverage of earth with adjustable code of maintaining AQI and temperature relation. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Now talking about the plan A, the previous idea, the heat reduction using by solar panel in summer. After the 20th century, it became evidence that pollution levels were rising dangerously. Due to this, the excessive use of fossil fuel. During summer, increased solar radiation directly strikes the Earth's surface, leading to higher temperature. Many believe that the use of solar panel could help to reduce the heat intensity. In earlier approach, it is suggested that the installing solar panel on a large quantity would reflect a significant portion of the sunlight rays back to the atmosphere. Although the idea was eco-friendly, it became major limitations such as high cost, high maintenance, and limited effectiveness. At the same time, NASA scientists were studying the issue because the incidence of solar flare were increasing. The first major evidence was observed on September 1, 1859 by astronomer Richard Crichton and Richard Hanston. Similar events were recorded throughout the 20th century. Another major turning point occurred was seen and such an event repeated during May-June 2025. I have been working on this project since 2023 and anticipated such an occurrence. During May-June 2025, intense solar auroras and solar heat were observed in South London, exactly was predicted. Since 2023, I have been developing the solution to address this problem, and in the following section, I will describe the several of these methods. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Talking about the Plan B, autonomous drones for clouding and cold water shower invented by Muhammad Lukman Khan. After further research, we found that the scientists such as Smith J. Zhang, Li, and Wang proposed the idea of creating artificial cloud using spraying of calcium carbonate dust in atmosphere using drones so that the fewer solar rays will reach the Earth atmosphere. However, this approach is required extremely large number of drones and it remains unclear and whether the method was ever successfully implemented. But it is a very good method. After analyzing this research, I considered an alternative idea why using drones to spray the cold water shower in the atmosphere. However, the approach was presently significant challenge. It became difficult to ensure proper diffusion of water at required altitude. It was already known by that the rainfall has only provide temporary reduction of heat. After the short period of temperature tend to rise again. Therefore, this method was found to be impractical. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Now talking about the modern method. Plan C, 360-degree rotating blind transparent mirror with carbon composite satellite. This research proposed to regulate Earth temperature by selectively dimming solar radiation. Seasonal heating is primarily caused by axial tilt. It concentrates sunlight in a specific region, the red arrow zone, not by Earth-Sun distance alone. Instead of attempting to control the entire planet, this method targets only these high-intensity sunlight zones. Adjustable black transparent mirror mounted on carbon composite satellite reflect and weaken incoming sunlight because and before it reaches the atmosphere. The mirror can rotate from zero fully closed to 360-degree fully open, allowing precise control of solar intensity by season and location. As Earth rotates and seasonal shift, the system dynamically tracks and adapts a new heat-intensive region combined with controlled rainfall cycle. This approach helps maintain environment balance, protect crops, and reduce heat stress. Among all tested methods, the weather loop code and invisible climate geoshield method is the most effective method. While the satellite-based refraction method is identically the second most reliable and practical long-term solution, offering a quasi-static, safe, scalable climate regulation. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Talking about the Plan D, stainless steel mirror reflection on a road. This technique proposed installing a stainless steel mirror panel at homes and roads at the upward direction angle so that during summer increasing sunlight is reflected back in the atmosphere. The system uses stainless steel because of its high resistance with one side polished for the reflection and other side is painted for durability. Regular polishing is required to maintain reflectivity, prevent surface degradation. By reflecting excessive solar radiation, surface ambient temperature can reduce in summer. Seasonal temperature variation in mainly caused by the axial tilt of Earth, not just the Sun-Earth distance. During summer, more sun rays are entered in atmosphere, increasing heat, while in winter, fewer rays are come, causing cooling and mist. Therefore, the objective dimming the rays of sun in summer and allowing more sunlight in winter and reduce less sunlight in summer to maintain thermal balance. Among all approaches, weather loop code and AI-based invisible climate geoshield is the most effective method, offer a safe quasi-static way to regulate temperature smoothly across seasonal changes without health and environmental risk. Let's go to the upcoming slide. So talking about the Plan E, satellite or ISS based weather loop code invented by Mohammed Lukman Khan. The weather loop code is fully feasible, effective method for maintaining the earth temperature by continuously cycle through all seasons like summer, winter, autumn, spring and rainy season is controlled by quasi-static manner. This system divides the earth into two climatic zones, the non-icy areas, while the temperature maintained between 32 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius, and icy areas where the temperature range between below 15 degrees Celsius to minus 40 degrees Celsius. In non-icy regions, the summer conditions lie between 32 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius, while the winter conditions range from below 20 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius. In icy regions, the summer range from below 15 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, and winter condition lies from 0 degrees below 0 degrees Celsius to minus 40 degrees Celsius, with autumn and spring season acting in smooth traditional pace in both zones at the right time. If the temperature exceeds the upper limit, the code automatically triggers controlled rainfall for a shorter duration like half an hour rainfall. If temperature falls below the lower limit, controlled heat generation is active. Once the temperature returns to the defined safe range, this action stops automatically, preventing excessive rain and overheating. The loop repeats infinitely every year, maintain an air quality index between 0 to 100 in all regions. Because the system responds gradually, the temperature change in avoid suddenly climate shock, reduction of weather loop health issue and weather related health issue, and provide a stable eco-friendly solution for a long term global temperature regulation. I have given the I have shown a demo of a code with a fixed value. However, when the time of a real practical experience, the practical you have entered the value for a current month once, then the temperature will adjust automatically increase or decrease without requiring a manual input every time. The code will adjust the temperature value based on a month wise. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Talking about the final idea, the Plan F, electrochromic membrane climate shield run with AI code using International Space Station. So let's go to further. Climate shield is a futuristic and highly theoretical planetary climate engineering systems designed to regulate Earth temperature and protect the planet from excessive solar radiation and solar storm. This concept combines million AI controlled microsatellite, ultra thin electrochromic smart membrane, ground based sensor, and orbital control platform to create a dynamic solar radiation management network around the Earth. Unlike a solid planetary cell, The system uses transparent and opaque smart material that can be changed their optical properties when the electrical signal is applied. It is transparent mode. Sunlight passes through the normally, while in opaque or system reflective mode, a portion of the solar radiation is reflected back in space to reduce global warming. The artificial intelligence continuously monitors global temperature, weather pattern, greenhouse gas concentration, air quality index, rainfall conditions, and solar activity through satellite sensor network. Based on real climate data and AI automatically adjusts the transparency of different sections of the membrane and responsive satellite to maintain environmental balance. During period of extremely heat, the system increase reflectivity to reduce incoming solar energy, while during the colder condition it increased transparency to allow the more sunlight to reach Earth. Communication systems, power grids, and the network is designed to molecular allowing damaged satellite to replace individually operations. Operating through the continuously feedback loop similar to the automated control system. Climate geoshield will constantly monitor environmental condition with adjustment, evaluate result, repeat the process. Although the concept would require revolutionary advances in material science, artificial intelligence, space engineering, energy generation, international cooperation is represented innovation vision for future climatic regulation, solar radiation management, and planetary scale environmental protection. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Talking about the working mechanism of climate geoshield. The proposed climate geoshield operates using an ultra-thin electrochromic membrane composed of advanced smart material capable of changing the optical properties when an electrical signal is applied. Electrochromic materials can molecules, nanoparticles, and ions that can rearrange themselves under an electric field. When a control signal is switched on and particle is aligned into the ordered structure, allowing the most sunlight pass through the membrane. In the state of the membrane remained highly transparent and Earth received nearly normal solar radiation. When the electrical signal is modified and switched off, the molecular arrangement become disorders, causing the membrane to become partially opaque and reflective and light scattering. As a result, the fraction of incoming sunlight is reflected back in space before reaching the Earth. The process reduces the amount of solar energy absorbed by the atmosphere, oceans, land surface, and thereby a lower global temperature. So let's go to the upcoming slide. Now, talking about how does AI code work during the climate geoshield process through ISS. From your climate geoshield concept, the Python weather loop represented a continuous annual climate feedback cycle with a temperature and act as the primary control variable of temperature. The system operates an infinite loop symbolize continuously monitoring and regulation of Earth climate year and after year. During each year cycle, temperature in a non-icy areas normalize fluctuate between 15 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius, while the temperature in icy region varies between -40 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius. The double arrow cycle indicates that temperature first increase in ascending order and then decrease in descending order, repeating indefinitely every year. When temperature exceeds 32 degrees in non-icy areas and reach 15 degrees and above in icy areas, the system triggers approximately 30 minutes of rainfall and help control the environment. Additionally, rainfall condition is added to the code, especially the season and region if the greater precipitation is desired. Similarly, the temperature is fall below 15 degrees Celsius in non-icy region and below minus 40 degrees Celsius. The system indicates warming phases, so it becomes too cold below minus 40 degrees Celsius. So there is a heat generation active mode is happen continuously warming until temperature return to their accessible range. Through the process, AI follow a continuous control sequence, monitor, analyze, decide, adjust transparency, observe result, repeat. Their environmental data are constantly collected, evaluated, and used to adjust the transparency of the climate juice seal. This creates a self-regulating climate management cycles that continuously respond to change atmospheric conditions and repeat indefinitely every year. तो कहने का मतलब यही है कि सीधा सा कि अगर जैसे कि कोड के हिसाब से ये होना चाहिए कि अगर जब भी इन्वायरमेंट का टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा होगा आईसी रीजन में या फिर नॉन आईसी रीजन में, अगर टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा होगा तो एआई कोड ट्रिगर करेगा रेनफॉल को। रेनफॉल होने लगेगी अगर ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा जाता है 32 डिग्री के और इन नॉन आईसी रीजन एंड 15 डिग्री अबव 15 डिग्री इन आईसी रीजन, तो क्या होगा कि रेनफॉल होने लगेगी। लेकिन अगर टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा बिलो जाता है जैसे कि नॉन आईसी रीजन में बिलो 15 डिग्री के और आईसी रीजन में माइनस 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस के बिलो जाता है, तो सिस्टम ट्रिगर करेगा हीट जनरेशन एक्टिव मोड। तो इसी तरह से साइकिल रिपीट होती रहेगी और इन्हीं चार कंडीशन में केवल रेनफॉल और हीट जनरेशन होगी और बाकी कंडीशन में ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा। टेम्परेचर एकदम नॉर्मल रहेगा और उस समय कभी भी बारिश नहीं होगी। और ऐसा मैं कोड चाहता था और बिल्कुल ये पॉसिबल है और एकदम कोड रन भी होता है, पाइथन कोड एकदम रन होता है। आप कभी भी इसको सी कंपाइलर में रन करके देख सकते हैं। तो ये काफ़ी अच्छा प्रोसेस है जो कि फ्यूचरिस्टिक टेक्नोलॉजी में यूज़ हो सकता है, तो आपको इसे देखना है। सो थैंक यू सो मच। सो लेट गो टू द अपकमिंग स्लाइड। Now this is the image of climate geoseed. Here we have seen that the switch on mode, that transparency mode, the electrochromic membrane is to become transparent. It is controlled by ISS International Space Station. It triggers electrical signals to switch on mode, so there is a transparency of a mode. But when it's switched off, there is a opaque medium to blockage the sun rays. And also the AI code is also work for weather loop code. So this is the diagram of climate geoshield electrochromic membrane. There is an electrical signal applied between them by ISS space station, International Space Station. So this is the whole theory about that, which is invented by Mohammed Lukman Khan. So you can see that the futuristic technology. So let's go to the upcoming slide. So thank you so much. So go to subscribe my YouTube channel and Instagram ID. आई होप आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। अगर पसंद आए तो प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल पे लाइक करें और कमेंट करें, और यूट्यूब चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब करें, और इंस्टाग्राम आईडी को भी फॉलो करें, और आईडी पे कमेंट भी करें, वीडियो पे भी कमेंट करें. This is the whole invention by Mohd Lukman Khan, and I am from Chandigarh University, Mohali campus. Thank you.